We are gathered here to celebrate two extraordinary people, Kevin and Nick. We love and embrace each of them in their uniqueness as individuals, and we lift them up as they acknowledge a unique completeness that they have found in one another. They honor this gift by joining their lives together in the covenant of marriage. The first time ever I saw felt the earth move through my head, like the trembling heart of a captive bird. The first time ever I saw your face, your face. Welcome, everyone. Now, some people will tell you, you don't have to have a piece of paper to have a marriage. And it's true. Two people can be utterly devoted and committed to one another, and a wedding ceremony doesn't have to be a part of that scenario. So why go to all this trouble? I mean, when you think about it, the whole thing is a little crazy, right? I mean, you're standing on a stage, you're looking fancy, you're wearing flowers, and being stared at by nearly everyone who has meant anything to you in the past 20-some-odd years. So why do we do it? Why do we continue to embrace this momentous tradition that spans cultures, religions, and generations? Perhaps it's because, despite all of our differences, love is the invisible everything that we all know and share. It's the great unifier, our universal truth. No matter who we are, where we come from, or what we believe, we can all agree on this one thing. Love is what we're doing right. This is the love story of Kevin and Nick as they describe it. Kevin and Nick first officially met in 2009 at the Supernova Show Choir competition at Linn-Mar High School. Kevin, whose group was competing, was in his last year as a director with Vocal Motive. In between performances, Kevin greeted his good friend Jennifer Goolsbee, who was there selling Bus Talk magazines for her brother Kurt. Jennifer had invited Nick Kwame along to help her, and she introduced the two of them. They hit it off and knew right away that there was a connection. Over the next few years, they grew closer, celebrated the joys of friendship and relationship, and also worked through times of trial and times apart. There is a saying that goes, things will happen when the time is right. It is quite clear to them and to all of us here today that it's been worth the wait.
Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. The second reading is actually something that came in the mail to Kevin and Nick this week from Kevin's 5th grade teacher, and it meant quite a lot to them, so that's what we'll listen to next. May you have the courage to stand as yourself, alone and strong, so that you may be together, understand the power of your union, May you discover through your commitment to each other, transforming energy and abiding peace. May you open your hearts to each other so that together you can share with others the fullness of your joy. May you be fulfilled with thanks and wonder, humor and fun, hope and perseverance, so that you may grow in wisdom and grace, and may you be blessed.
No one is more surprised than I am to find myself standing here in front of all of you. This literally falls under the category of the things we do for love. For the love of Kevin and Nick, and for the love of love. And it just goes to show that people in love do crazy things, like ask their unqualified friends to perform their wedding ceremony. So, youngsters, take note and make good choices. For some couples, a wedding is an expectation. It's the logical next step after they've been dating for a while and they want to take their commitment to the next level. And no one questions if it's possible, only if it's wise. But for those of us in the LGBTQ community, this is not an expectation that we can take for granted. It is a privilege we are fighting for, and a right we are not guaranteed in this country, that we could visit our spouse in the hospital or know that our children would be able to claim both of their parents on their birth certificate. It makes this sacred moment even sweeter because less than a year ago today in the state where Brennan and I live, we could not be legally married. To be able to recognize and celebrate Kevin and Nick's love for one another, and to know that they will be afforded the legal protections that they and all people who commit their lives to one another deserve, is only fair and just. I asked them both to write me letters describing their relationship and what they value in one another. I'm just going to share a little portion of it with you. Nick wrote to me, since day one, Kevin has always wanted the best for me and always saw the best in me, even when I didn't. It's something that I admire so greatly in him and can never thank him truly for the positive influence he has held on me and in my life. And Kevin wrote, Nick has added so much to my life in so many ways. I think what I am most grateful for is his ability to keep me grounded. He reminds me to take time for fun, laughter, experiences, friends, family, him, and oftentimes me. He has provided me with a sense of self-worth and confidence that I've never felt from another.
Kevin and Nick, it's no secret music is a huge part of your life. Whether it's in the form of a perfectly executed musical arrangement in a show choir performance, or rocking out to Britney Spears in the minivan on family vacation, music has a way of capturing our feelings and emotions like nothing else can. Katrina and the Waves add to her bliss in everybody's favorite song, Walking on Sunshine. They sing, I'm walking on sunshine, whoa, whoa, and don't it feel good? Even Beyonce is under love's spell in the song Crazy in Love. She says that love has got her feeling so crazy right now, or looking so crazy right now, sorry. If love is Beyonce looking crazy, then it must be pretty powerful. Then comes marriage. Marriage is pretty sweet too. You get to spend your whole life with somebody who knows you're a dork and is okay with it. Jack Johnson, my personal favorite, captures the essence of marriage in the song Remember When. He says, I was crazy about you then and now. The craziest thing of all, over 10 years have gone by, and you're still mine. We're locked in time. Ben Folds adds his 2 cents about the comfort and commitment of marriage in his song, The Luckiest. He says, and in a wide sea of eyes, I see one pair that I recognize, and I know that I am the luckiest. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. But marriage isn't always all jazz hands and sequins. There will be disagreements, there will be fights, there will be hurt feelings. Marriage takes work and commitment. Marriage means loving each other even when you might not like each other. The next bit of lyrics isn't from a song, but is from an artist we're all familiar with. It's entitled He's Not Perfect by Bob Marley. He's not perfect, you aren't either, and the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, causes you to think twice, and if he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry, he's not thinking about you every moment, but he will give you a part of him that he knows you could break. Don't hurt him, don't change him, and don't expect for more than he can give. Don't analyze. Smile when he makes you happy, yell when he makes you mad, and miss him when he's not there. Love hard when there is love to be had. Because perfect guys don't exist, but there's always one guy that is perfect for you.
A marriage is living and being loved well. It is finding joy in all the things you share and understanding, each knowing that the other will be there. It is dreaming and making special plans, the kind that means so much to both of you. So now, I ask each of you, Nick, do you take Kevin to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love, comfort, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, in poverty or wealth? Do you promise to keep yourself only to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kevin, do you take Nick to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love, comfort, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, in poverty or wealth? Do you promise to keep yourself only to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, Kevin and Nick would like to recite the vows that they wrote for one another. Nick, would you please read your vows to Kevin?
Kevin James, today I marry you. I promise to stay true to you through thick and thin, no matter where life may take us. You are the person I want to spend my days with, and I look forward to every day from now on next to you, my husband. I promise daily to do everything I can to make you feel like the wonderful, caring, special, compassionate, and beautiful person you are to me. I promise to be the best brother, uncle, son, teacher, friend, and most importantly, husband for you. I'm sorry. I look forward to continue building a family with you and Teddy, and I cannot wait. He had to be in the vows, so sorry. And I cannot wait for you to be the father you've always wanted to be. The future ahead is unknown, but the only thing certain is I will be by your side no matter where life may take us together. I look forward to waking up next to you every morning, even if the morning isn't until 10 a.m., and includes Starbucks and Burgers Bagels every morning. My words may be short, but I don't need a book to show you how much you mean to me. I look forward to the many adventures ahead with you, and I cannot wait to share my life with you. I love you.
Unfortunately, I have the book. Nick, there is no one else I would rather be standing next to you today. You have added so much joy and light to my life, and I couldn't be more grateful. We have had our shares of good times and bad, but working through all of these has only made us stronger, and no doubt will help us prepare for anything that comes our way in the future. People vow for better or worse for a reason, and my reason is you. I promise to do my best every day to make you feel loved, honored, and cherished. I promise to support you in all of your adventures, personally and professionally. I promise to not only love you for the rest of your life, but your family as well. I promise to be the best son I can be to your parents, the best brother I can be to Amy, Jared, Elise, and Jake, and Mark. And most important to me, I promise to be the best uncle that I can be to Charlie, Harper, Ava, and the soon-to-be baby Simmons. Thank you for loving my family as your own. The first time you came to Bemidji and spent time with them, I knew I was going to be with you forever. The first time I heard Dean, Haley, and McKenna call you Uncle Nick, I knew I wanted to marry you and hopefully one day become dads of our own. I am honored to be standing in front of you, pledging my love and devotion in a room filled with people who have loved and supported us along the way. We live in a world where many people think we choose who and how we love. Well, I don't, and I never have. Love has chosen me, and love has chosen us. The only choice we made is to love each other proudly, openly, and happily. I promise to always love you, even for your bad habits. Like always leaving the toilet seat up. Every day. Literally every day. I also promise to love you for your quirks and your favorite guilty pleasures, such as Starbucks, watches and shoes, Brugger's Bagel, and the late night snacks of nachos and pizza rolls, which I wholeheartedly promise to always help you eat. The best and most important promise I can make is just to love you as much as I can every single day. Thank you for joining me on this new adventure. I look forward to our future, and I promise today that you will now, always, and forever be the 1, 2, 3, 4 to my 5, 6, 7, 8. I love you.
Well, now that we have heard those perfect vows, it is time to exchange the rings. The ring is an ancient symbol. It's so perfect and simple. It has no beginning and has no end. It is a circle for love that is given, comes back round again. This physical token of your love for one another. Mark and Brian, will you please give our grooms their rings? These rings represent the vows and promises you willingly exchanged. They reflect the commitment those words inspire and all your hopes and dreams for the future. Nick, will you take this ring and place it upon Kevin's finger, and as you do, repeat after me these words. I give you this ring
I give you this ring,
as a symbol of my love
symbol of my love,
and never-ending commitment to you.
never-ending commitment to you.
Kevin, will you take this ring and place it upon Nick's finger, and as you do, repeat after me these words. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and never-ending commitment to you.
and never-ending commitment to you.
Beloved friends and family of Kevin and Nick, now that you have heard them recite their vows, do you promise from this day forward to encourage them, love them, to give them your guidance, and to support them in being steadfast in the promises that they have made? If so, please join me in saying, we do.
We do.
Amen. Your relationship is built on a foundation. That foundation includes your families, your upbringing, and all the important steps on your journeys that led you to be who you are today. This element is represented by your parents and their containers of sand. This foundation will support you in your love as you grow and change together. As these containers of sand are poured into the vase while Kayla sings and Nancy plays, the separate colors of sand now blend into a new creation.
There are roads in this life that we all travel. There are scars and there are battles where we roam. When we are lost, or wherever we may go, they will always lead you home. There are roads that have led me to another, to a friend or to a lover I have known. For every turn is a year that I have grown as I walk along these roads. There are roads in this life that I have traveled. There are scars and there are battles, this I know, 'cause I be lost. But no matter where I go, they will one day lead me home. They will one day lead me home.
You have now blended your families into a new family as you start your journey in marriage. When you love someone, the world is literally transformed right before your very eyes. And so begins the transformation of Kevin and Nick as their two hearts intertwine to create one promise. May the blessings of life, the joy of love, the peace of truth, and the wisdom and strength of spirit be your constant companion now, and always. By the power vested in me by the internet and the great state of Minnesota, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mr. Kevin and Nicholas Chase.
It's what I've been wishing for. It's happening. It's right on time. Oh, ain't it nice tonight we got each other. And to be beside you, more than just a partner or a lover. I'm your friend. When you love someone, your heartbeat beats so loud. When you love someone, your feet can't feel the ground. Ooh, shining stars all seem to congregate around your face when you love someone. It comes, you know it comes right back to you.
I'm overly excited to see where these two end up in the future. The love these two have for each other it blows me away. It's just amazing to me. They're funny, they're very close, they're very cooperative, and they are totally committed to each other. They are amazingly beautiful people, and I wish them a beautiful life together. So to Kevin and Nick, may your years be long and filled with love.
I was trying to think of what I could say to summarize my relationship with Kevin, and I was talking with my older sister Amy, and we were both like, I don't really remember the specific moment when I met him, because he's one of those people that once you know him, it doesn't really matter where it started, you just know that it's someone who's really important in your life, and he's truly become one of my best friends in the last years as we've gotten to know each other, and it's been really special to get to know him. And one of the things I appreciate is his genuine love and concern for other people. It's never asked for when you need help, it's more so that he kind of comes to the rescue whenever you need something. So now to the other half of the party, Nicholas. As many of you know, we've been together for a while. But as you can see, we've made it through. So Kevin, make sure he's happy, everyone will remain safe. And there's a little piece of me that it feels like I'm giving him away today in a weird way. He's been my other half all along, and the person that, like, no matter what was always going to be around, because when you grow up with someone and your whole life is with someone, they're always your companion regardless of where you go or what you do. And while that's a little sad, I really feel like I'm gaining so much more than I'm giving up today. I could not be happier for the two of them, and in learning how they care for each other and learning how their relationship works, I 100% can say I've never seen either of them happier than they are today. And it's been such an honor to be a part of this day. I was very nervous, and I'm glad this is almost done. So I will give one final toast. Cheers to Nick and Kevin. May joy and happiness always guide you in your journey together, and may we all be there to support and celebrate your love along the way. Cheers!
applause.